Hey everyone, it's me, Jason Crespin, your host for Thursdays at 3, Amarillo Little Theater. That's right, we're live October 7th, Thursdays at 3. You might wonder, when does that Thursdays at 3 show start? 3-ish. But today it's actually at 3. Woohoo! Hope everyone is having a great week. We certainly are having a good week at the theater. Tons of things going on, things that we're wrapping up, all the good stuff. And we have a great guest, Miss Mikayla Garren, the one and only Academy Director, to promote the next Academy show, which is so exciting. Hello, Mr. Alan Burns. I hope it's good weather in Temple right now. Hope all is well in Temple. First up, I want to tell everyone, thank you so much if you came and saw The Sound of Music. We wrapped up our 3-weekend run this past Sunday with our matinee, and man, we had such a good time with that show. Of course, all of our cast members worked so hard. We had two sets of on-track children, if you will, and man, did they work hard. And of course, we wrapped it up. Great sold-out weekends. So thank you so much if you came and supported The Sound of Music. We sent out emails wanting to get feedback from you guys about what you thought about the show. And it was nice, many of you know we had masked performances and we had unmasked performances. And so it was great that we were able to cater to so many people in our community. And so we thank you all for being awesome and coming and supporting live theater. We were really excited about hosting that show, which was great. And kudos to Miss Jennifer Akins, who of course did the music direction. Tana Robertson for her set design and lighting design, alongside Greg Dunlap, and then Brandon Campuni and Noah Lang, who of course worked on the set, and Carla Fristo, who's our assistant director and Velvet Night production assistant. They were up here as much as anyone else, just working on the show, making sure everything worked out great. And so, of course, our cast and crew, everyone involved, our staff and box office, all that stuff. It takes a lot of people to put on a big show like that. So we really appreciate everyone who worked very hard. Love you big back, Miss Jennifer. Woohoo! And Alan says, yes, looking forward to Sherlock. That's right, our next show. We'll talk more about that shortly. The other thing I was going to let you guys know about soon, hopefully we'll be sending out more information too. We want to hear what you think also on our Google reviews. We are kind of looking at our website and getting some more information on our website. And so at some point we will maybe asking, hey, give us a review on Google. And here's a link to do that. So be on the lookout for that soon. Carla says, wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Very sweet, Carla. I want to be where you are in that picture. That looks beautiful. So those are some sort of hills. I don't know if they were alive with music, but I bet they were alive with vacation. And that's the best kind of hills. We want to remind you, of course, also, while all that was going on, Defying Gravity, they are still in rehearsals. Their Adventure Space show opens November 11th through the 21st, of course, directed by Kara Limer. Guys, the set looks so cool. Like, it's not even done yet, but man, it looks so cool. Brandon and Noah did a great job on that set, and Greg, with all the lighting that he's going to do and stuff like that, it's going to be really cool. I got to help out with a little scene the other night, and the cast is great, and so mark that on your ALD calendar for next month, of course. But it's just right around the corner. They're in rehearsals. But coming up events we want to let you know about or remind you about. Don't forget, this Saturday, October 9th at 3 p.m. over here at our ALT main stage facility, the Alan Shankles main stage. If you forget what it looks like, that's what it looks like. But on our south side, we want to remind you, this Saturday, October 9th at 3 o'clock, we are having an ALT celebration in honor of Miss Michelle Roberts, who unexpectedly we lost this year. We are having kind of just kind of gathering together of all of our ALT family members and volunteers to honor Miss Michelle Roberts. Again, that'll be this Saturday at 3 p.m. on our south side of our building. We will have it be kind of around the gazebo kind of area. And anyone can speak. We're just going to gather and just kind of say what we remember about Miss Michelle and tell some stories and all that good stuff. So if you can make it, swing on by. We would love to hear your wonderful story about Miss Michelle, and we will all for sure miss her greatly. She was, gosh, an ALT warrior, volunteered so much of her time and was a donor and just a dear, dear friend of ours. So come if you can to celebrate with that. We would love to see you this Saturday. And speaking of this Saturday, also, there is a work call, a painting work call. They are in need of about 5 painters. 5 painters. You can be any type of painter, painting a wall, one color kind of painter, or detail painter, whatever kind of painter you are. If you are interested in helping out with that, you will want to email our volunteer coordinator, Lissa at AmarilloLittleTheater.org. Shoot her an email, let her know if you can come, what time you can come on Saturday. If you can only come for an hour, that's great. If you can come for 4 hours, that's great. Let her know, and that way they can kind of get a head count for lunch. And we always need volunteers, so come out and help us out. If you can come early, change clothes, come out then for 3 o'clock for the celebration for Michelle, and spend some time this weekend at ALT. All right. Also, round the corner, before I see you next, there will be auditions for the next main stage play that will be a double-wide Texas Christmas. A double-wide Texas Christmas directed by Peg Lovett. Those auditions are Monday and Tuesday, October 11th and 12th. We are having auditions, even though it is a holiday on Monday. Box office and all that stuff, we're still open on Monday, so we will have auditions. Those will be at 7:30 in the Turk lobby over here at the main stage, and you can come either night. You can come on the 11th or you can come on the 12th at 7:30. We have perusal scripts that you can come check out from the box office as well. So more information, contact our box office, but hopefully we'll see a lot of you guys at a double-wide Texas Christmas. This again is written by the same 3 playwrights, Jamie Wooten, Jesse Jones, and Nicholas Hope, that wrote Always a Bridesmaid, wrote Dixie Swim Club, wrote Savannah Scythian Society. So they know Southern humor for sure. So definitely, if you're interested, or if you know somebody that might be interested in auditioning, or if you've always wondered about auditions, come on out, come watch auditions, and basically you'll be able to kind of see what happens with the show and all the good stuff. We are asking, though, if you're not currently vaccinated, go and wear your mask to the auditions, and so that way you'll be able to take it off when you audition and stuff like that. But we want to keep everyone healthy, and since it's in that smaller lobby, we want to make sure everyone is nice and safe. Also this month, I thought it changed. I was wrong. It goes to show you I should pay more attention. But the Royal Bar is still having their fantastic cause cocktails, if you will. I thought the month of September was the Texas Rosebud. No, but it's September and October. In fact, Miss Crystal was just on Studio 4, I believe, yesterday, promoting this drink and how it benefits the Amarillo Little Theater. So if you have yet to go to the Royal Bar, order at least 2 Texas Rosebuds. At least 2. You can order more, but then after that, order also an Uber. Or have a designated driver that orders a Texas Rosebud water. Just say, I want a water, but charge me for Texas Rosebud, so that way I can still benefit the Amarillo Little Theater. That's what I would say. Anyway, so thank you again, Royal Bar, for helping us out with that. Okay, let's get to our show, right? Let's get to why you really tuned in. You didn't want to tune in to see this face. You want to see another face, and that's that smiling Academy Director. You know her, you love her, Miss Mikayla Garren.
Hey.
Hey, Mikayla.
How are you?
I remember that gorgeous red curtain.
Beautiful. Yeah. My sister came in and she goes, "Why did you put a red curtain up?" I was like, "Oh, that wasn't my choice." She's like, "Oh, that should be the first thing to go." Thanks.
Oh, that's hilarious. Did you tell her it was for the box office?
Yes, I explained it and she's like, "That definitely makes sense. You should still put a different curtain up in front of it."
I still don't like it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. She needs to let us know what she's going to donate for your office to put in there.
I agree. I
love it. Hello, Mr. Braden. Hope you're doing well down in Dallas. There's a song about Dallas. It's in a musical. It's like DALLAS spells Dallas. I'm gonna look it up. It's an old musical.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sounds good.
How is the world of Sherlock Holmes?
It's good, and man, we are really close to opening.
That's right. October 22nd to the 24th. That's right, Sherlock Holmes and the First Baker Street Irregular,
Yeah.
opening in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Really, 2 weeks from yesterday, you'll have, some school performances, I guess,
Oh,
which will be great to finally have those back in our building. But Sherlock Holmes, don't get it confused with the second Baker Street Irregular. That's a completely different show. This is
oh
the
yeah.
first Baker Street Irregular. So tell us more about the show.
So Sherlock Holmes and the First Baker Street Irregular is based on two original Sir Arthur Conan Doyle stories. He's
Okay.
the guy that wrote Sherlock Holmes. So the first
I don't
one,
think I knew that. Isn't that
oh,
sad? I don't think I knew that who wrote Sherlock Holmes. Isn't that crazy?
no, I don't think I did either until I
Oh,
was writing stuff and I got lost in a hole of researching Sherlock. But
I'm sure.
yeah, the first story is the League of the Red-Headed Gentlemen.
Okay.
And the second story is The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. So they're both original stories, which is fun. Some of the kids didn't know that until the other night. So the show follows that. It primarily focuses on, of course, the characters Sherlock Holmes and Watson, but also the Baker Street Irregulars, which pop up in quite a few of the Sherlock Holmes stories. And this one focuses specifically on a character named Wiggins, who
Wiggins.
Wiggins, who Maddie Gillespie plays really, really well.
Yay!
Looking at all those dynamics.
Nice. So with the show, it's not like, oh gosh, Baskerville Junior, right? It's like a completely
No.
different show.
Yeah, no, not quite. I mean, you still have the Sherlock feel. He's still got a pipe and the hat and the cape. But no, it's not like it's Baskerville Jr. It tackles completely different stories.
Nice, nice. And with this mystery, I mean,
Mhm.
how has it been directing the show as far as keeping like, like the mystery alive with the show and like the suspense and all those things, but still finding the humor because there's so much humor when it comes to Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's nice. The actors actually really got the humor. Um, so we've more been working on the other levels of the character and looking at, again, like I was saying, the dynamics between Wiggins and Watson and Sherlock, and all of those dynamics. But as far as keeping the mystery alive, we've learned that in a play about a mystery, if you don't say one line clearly enough, that could cause problems down the line.
Oh, very true. It's so
So,
true.
enunciation, and let's make sure this line stands out. How do we do that? And so they've done really well emphasizing different areas. That's what we're working on.
Nice, very cool. Now remind us who's playing Sherlock and Watson.
Sherlock Holmes is played by Keir Sanchez, and Dr. Watson is played by Maddox Knight.
Fun. Yeah, they're gonna be great in those roles. I've only like snuck in through your rehearsal when I was turning on airs for Sound of Music or whatever, and just saw like a
Yeah.
little bit here and there. I'm trying to be excited. Like it'll be my first Academy show that I'm like,
You're
I
trying to
know
be
who.
excited?
Yeah,
Wow.
like when I read the email, I was like, I don't know I didn't write any of this. This is awesome. Like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting. How has it been? Because this is really your first all by yourself, like you are the director, no co-directing with this one.
Yeah, it's been good and stressful.
Have you had stress dreams about costumes yet?
No, not that. I will randomly have a dream that you'll like come in and watch rehearsal and be like, "Oh, this is terrible. I'm gonna take over." So, but I don't think we're there. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, it's gonna be fantastic. Yeah. I remember when I did Bye Bye Birdie, I had stress dreams about costumes.
About the
Like,
costumes?
yeah, because I mean, I don't think had like an official costume maybe for that. Like I think we had some help, but like I was like kind of
Yeah.
orchestrating all of it because I wanted all the colors and blah blah blah. And
Yeah,
I
I
went to
think I went shopping with you a few times.
yeah, I was like I went to Old Navy and like cleared them out of like
Yeah,
every like
shirts.
yep, yep. And so I was dyeing shoes and I mean it was just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
maybe I
definitely
was the costumer for that show and I forgot.
you might have been the costumer. Yeah.
Shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, so every now
Well,
and then you might have a stress dream about something.
Crystal might be having a stress dream right now. Crystal Burns and Kalina Knight are helping costume as well as well, they are costuming, and Darby Laird is also assisting them. And they the other day were like, "Why don't we have any knickers? Like, I don't think we have enough for the show. What are we gonna do?" And they're like calming each other down through Marco Polo. And I was like, "All
You're like,
right."
"You guys got it? Great, I gotta go over here."
I was like, "Can we put on a long jacket or something?" Like socks? I don't know.
I love it, I love it. So with this show, as far as, like, the concept of the show with the mystery and things like that, like, with people who know the books, are they gonna feel familiar with these characters, or is it just a bit, more radical approach than what the books are?
No, yeah, they'll feel very familiar with the characters. I think these two stories are lesser known. I didn't know them
Yeah,
anyway.
I didn't know them either. At
Yeah,
first I was
so
like, but First Baker Street Irregular, like, I kept thinking, like, something about there's some sort of joke about prunes or something and get them back to be regular or something. I was like, "Why are they called irregular?"
no. But, good guess.
Yeah.
No, it's the main characters are definitely going to feel irregular. Like Inspector Lestrade is there. But since these stories are, I think lesser known, the main characters, like the villains and the side characters that come out for each specific story, those are going to be completely new. So it's not going to feel like maybe watching Beauty and the Beast all your life and going and knowing it word for word. Like you're going to be surprised, and you're going to be able to experience it for the first time.
Cool. That's so exciting. And a huge thank you. You've followed in the footsteps of the Academy sometimes where we recycle sets. Our Sound of Music cast loved that they got to not tear down all of the sets for Sound of Music, that you were able to recycle kind of some aspects of that show. And so the hills of Austria are turning to the streets of London, which is super exciting.
Coburg Square.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just think that's awesome that we're able to, kind of recycle and revamp and what paint and a couple of different doors and how a whole thing will completely look different. Speaking
Yeah.
of, don't forget, everyone, if you can help, come paint this weekend. They're needing 5 painters. Don't forget, you can just need to email Lissa or give the box office a call, 806-355-9991. Of course, they'll email Lissa at amarillo.littletheater.org. There's that phone number in case you're visual. And talk to us a little bit more about what's your process, at least when it comes to directing a piece like this, especially a play where it's not a musical, where there's so many different elements of singing here or dancing here or stuff like that. It's just the text.
Yeah. So when approaching a play, it is a little bit harder, I think, because you can't, make the dialogue work until a song or a dance, and then you're like, well, if that part was boring, oh well, this dance will get them interested.
Yeah.
So we've worked a lot on rhythms, which is weird because it's not a musical, but vocal patterns and changing that up. And the good thing about plays is that you can really dive into character development. And so that's been a lot of fun. We've really, really focused on character development and how little scenes here and there fit into the show overall, and how you're really painting a picture, and how you are painting a picture of just your character, but how that fits into the larger picture. So when directing, I had to do the same thing, be like, okay, so other than just getting blocking done and making sure everyone is seen, what through lines do we have here and there that can pop up later, and
Sure.
which characters can have a discovery here that focuses back on before. Because really, the script is pretty good. I really like it. And they allow for discoveries like that. So finding the through lines, really making sure that the relationships grow and blossom and we're not stagnant the whole time. That has been more of my approach.
That's good. Yeah, no, that's really good. And let's talk about, you picked it. Why did you pick this show? Out of all the plays in the whole world that you could have done, you're like, this is the one I want.
This is it. I was thinking about that the other day, and I don't really remember finding it. So that's weird. But
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. No, I don't know. I like Sherlock Holmes. I always liked it growing up, and then my siblings and I really liked the Robert Downey Jr. version that came out, I don't know, in like 2009 or something.
Uh-huh.
We really, really enjoyed that. And I think it's just a classic character that has some feel good, has some excitement. And so when I saw this script specifically, I really liked how one, there was a big cast. Like almost every single cast member has a line or has a chance to show their character, which I really liked that. And I liked that even though we're focusing on two original stories, which was big. I didn't want it to be made up Sherlock stories. It has a really nice through line of one character becoming like growing and finding things out for himself and herself. And it was a nice warm piece that I don't know, I was very drawn to. So that's why I chose it.
Well, and mysteries are always like they just feel good in the fall. Like it's just like a fall.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I wanted to find something that would fall into the fall slot very, very easily. So yeah, mysteries were good.
With this show, remind me how many people are in your cast?
Got 35 in my cast.
35. That's so exciting. I love it. I love it. And where are you at right now in the rehearsal process? Like, are you running scenes together yet, or?
Yeah, we're running acts actually. Last night we ran the whole first act without stopping unless it was like an emergency, and there was only one emergency, so we're okay.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they did it really well, and I think they were proud of themselves. They figured out some things like, oh, okay, this is why this works here and that works there. But yeah, we are running Act 2 all the way through with no stops tonight. And then we jump right into full run on Monday.
Woo, full runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, your tech week is just around the corner.
Yes, it is.
So
that is true.
I love it. Luann Lau says, cool. I know it's going to be such a good show. I'm very, very, very excited to watch it. And you can watch it too. Those of you who are season ticket holders, you can purchase your tickets currently. If you're not an ALT season ticket holder, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you can still get your season tickets, and then you can reserve your Sherlock Holmes ticket. But if you want to wait, you can wait. The general public can begin reserving tickets on Monday, October 11th. And remind me, this show is just one weekend, correct?
Yes, it's one weekend. It's October 22nd and 23rd at 7:30, and then 23rd and 24th at 2:30. And then that Saturday matinee is a mask required performance.
Great.
And all other performances are mask optional.
Gotcha. That's awesome. So yeah, so that always helps with some of our grandparents who want to come see their grandkids or patrons that can't come to the theater unless we have that mask kind of in place. And so that's great that you at least have one of those shows where they can come to that. That's perfect.
Yeah, I was glad we could do that.
Yeah. What are you hoping audiences kind of take away once they see your show?
I really hope
I was gonna say, we should mention your show is not the length of Sound of Music.
Not even close.
So they're gonna be going, wow, that was a whole lot shorter than Sound of Music.
Yes, we ran the first act and I was like praying. I was like, please be longer than 30 minutes. Please be longer than 30 minutes. And it was, so we're good. But don't worry, it's gonna be nice and short, like great for all ages. Your little kindergartner will be able to sit through it and be completely happy, no fussiness. So yeah, great.
We were joking in the box office that people could go watch Defying Gravity and Sherlock Holmes, and the audience of Sound of Music was still watching Sound of Music.
I know, between that and then Newsies was like real long, Wizard of Oz was real long. I was like, guys, this is great.
Yes. I love it.
Normal length. But what I hope audiences take away, there's an overarching theme of second chances, definitely, and how it's important to give that second chance, and not foolishly, but to always, what does he say? Observe and deduce, and if it comes to a second chance, then that is great. But I also hope that people realize that we can all learn from each other. You have two very contrasting characters, specifically in Watson and Wiggins, and they both learn from each other, not just from skills and figuring out mysteries, but in how to approach life and people and thought processes. And that's my favorite part of the show. And so I hope people learn that no matter how different we are, we can learn from each other.
Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great show. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Luann says so long, farewell. Yeah, it's true. The kids were like so long, goodbye to the show. Dorothy says hello from the mountains. Hello. Hopefully it's not the Sound of Music mountains. And then one of our alumni mentioned also, he says, I just made my first show here. Congratulations, Braden. That's awesome. So proud of you. All right. Well, we want to remind people they can call, of course, the box office Monday if they are not season ticket holders, or go onto our website, AmarilloLittleTheater.org, to get tickets for this one weekend show, Sherlock Holmes. We're reminding you again, it runs October 22nd through the 24th. It's going to be a great, fantastic show. Academy kiddos. You're not going to want to miss it. So get your tickets before it sells out, before there's no tickets to be found. And Mikayla, with this show, do you think, like, what's something that you have discovered maybe that you didn't realize with the show about your own style of directing, let's say, or, you know what I mean? Like, where you're like, oh, I didn't realize this, or, you know what I mean? With it being just by yourself, one, and also a play.
Yeah. I like to stop and start a lot. a lot. That's how I work. I like that. That helps me. But I've also learned sometimes that doesn't work for everybody. So, figure that out.
Going, yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, that, and I like to have time where we can sit and discuss things and then get up and work it. But again, that's how my brain works. So it's interesting. It feels like math, when they're like, oh, you have to, it's trial and error. Yeah. That's kind of how directing feels, because this works, but maybe it doesn't work for here.
Yeah, or sometimes it doesn't work for those actors. You have to
exactly, yeah,
how
exactly.
You can get what you want out of them.
Right, yeah, it might work in this show and maybe not that one, and so, yeah, just discoveries every day.
I love it. Aaron Wyrick says, I hear that little Oliver is pretty cute. I love it. Obviously, then
he killed us.
Yeah. When we're talking about the mountains, she says, I've seen those mountains. They are awesome. I love that you've seen those mountains. Mikayla's seen those mountains too, right?
Yeah. Studied abroad, did the Sound of Music tour, and I will brag about it all the time.
I love it. Ashley Mann says, can't wait. I can't wait either. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see this show. It's going to be a great fall show for our theater, fall show for the Academy, and a great way to kind of kick off the season. And who doesn't love Sherlock Holmes? And especially, your cast is fantastic. Mikayla's amazing at her job and directing, and so cannot wait to see this show. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Mikayla, before we go, I also have a sneak peek of a fun video. So we we'll see if you guys can spot a little bit of ALT in this video, but we wanted to promote it. Basically, I want to get this right. Hold on, I'm going to look up because I want to make sure I give proper credit. Yes, Hope Stokes, she's the director of marketing for Visit Amarillo, and at the arts committee meeting that we had this week, she presented this video, and they asked us if they could come, and it was right during a great time. So let's see if you can spot a little bit of ALT in this great video about Amarillo. Let's have a take a look. so cool? I'm like,
Cool.
I want to live there. Oh wait, I do. I
Yeah,
was like, I gotta go do more things. There's so many things. I'm like, I didn't know I could go do that.
I know, I was just enjoying it. It was so, like,
Yeah,
peaceful. I
they
liked
did a
it.
great job, and I was like, "Yay, Patsy Cline, represent!" I love it. Yes, I love it. And Jennifer goes, "Patsy!" Yeah, I love it. Whenever they, it was perfect timing. We were doing dress rehearsals, I think, that week, and I was like, "You guys can come tonight and film tonight. It'd be great." And so they came, and it was perfect. So yeah,
Oh,
so that's a great job, Hope Stokes and her team. I think Nate, I believe, was the cameraman, and they did all the editing and stuff. So
wow.
also, I should tell you, Mikayla, that also Carla says Mabry loves being a production assistant. Thanks for the great opportunity for the kids to learn a different perspective. It's
Oh,
so true about getting that kind of different view of the theater from a different set of eyes and stuff like that. Mikayla, you weren't ever a production assistant for me for the during the academy? Wait, oh wait. Oh yes, Little Match Girl, sorry. Little Match Girl, but what was the other one?
13.
Oh, 13. Right, so sorry. But
Little Mouse.
you were
What?
in the academy whenever we did 13, were you?
Yes.
What? I felt like you were in
Yes.
college already.
No, I was a senior, to be
That was
fair.
your senior year. Okay,
Rice was in college. Rice came back.
okay.
No, yeah. Little Match Girl. I was technically assistant choreographer, but I kinda just took over for Rice because he was supposed to be the assistant director, and I just did it instead.
Well, and I remembered you ran lights for Honk.
Yes. Yeah.
Inside joke. I love it. For the first Honk. But gosh, I guess 13. I gotta go back and remember 13. I mean, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
Who else was on our production team for that? Remind me about my life, Mikayla.
Mind your bad.
Remind me.
I remember I think Caleb Cordes
Oh
would
yeah, he helped
come
with
in
it as
every
well.
once in a while
Yeah, yeah.
'cause he
Caleb
was
was on
in
our
the
production team as well.
13.
Yeah, because he was very obsessed with that musical.
Yes. I remember we were, like, on the other side of the casting table, and he and I were like, "Oh, this person, this person, this person," and our cast lists were the exact same, and then you and Brandon were like, "So I think these people," and Caleb and I were like, "Yes, we do too," like, tearing our sheet up, like, "No," like always that.
He's like, that was not our cast list at all. Okay.
You're like, "Yeah, we completely agree."
I love it. I love it. Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that so Mabry Fristro and Ashlyn Baum, correct, are
Yeah,
your production
Newbury is my production assistant, and Ashlyn Baum is my assistant director,
awesome.
and they are oh my gosh, they saved my life, and it's so much fun to get to work with them. They're really, really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
love that. Well, we can't wait to see all of y'all's hard work be put on that stage. I know it's going to be fantastic. Reminding audiences, don't forget, come get your tickets for Sherlock Holmes. You can get, if you're not season ticket holders, you can start that on Monday, the 11th. Sherlock Holmes runs the 22nd and 23rd at 7:30, 23rd and 24th at 2:30, with that Saturday matinee being our masked performance. Don't forget this Saturday, come on out to celebrate Michelle Roberts, 3 p.m. at the ALT main stage. And then, of course, on Monday, those auditions for a double wide Texas Christmas. It's going to be a great show directed by Peg Lovett. So definitely check that out. And then also, if you can, come paint this weekend. Let Miss Lissa know by volunteering at lissa@amarillo.org. All right, Miss Mikayla, I'll let you go. I know you have to get ready for Act 2 run through tonight. Get everything ready for your rehearsal. Let us know if you need anything. And until then, we'll see. I think we'll schedule some of your actors, hopefully, that can join us on Thursdays at 3 next week. So be on the lookout for October 14th. Some actors from Sherlock Holmes, and we'll get insight from them about how the rehearsals are going and their character development and all that good stuff. So until then, we'll see everyone. There's nothing going on this weekend at the theater. I mean, as far as the show, so it's hopefully everyone has a good, relaxing weekend. And
Yeah.
we'll see you guys all at Thursdays at 3 next week, or we'll see you Saturday at 3 p.m. for the celebration for Michelle Roberts. All right, until then, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Mikayla.
Thank you.